Hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome to another round of Kate teaches Canje how to play Lord of the Rings. So, Kate, you're on. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone, or afternoon or evening.
It's a bright, sunshiny morning here in lovely North Carolina. So, we're gonna get into basically how this played out was I've never played Lord of the Rings. Hey, Cynthia, what's going on? I never played Lord of the Rings. I heard really good things about this game, but I also heard it was complex, so I got a little scared and kind of moved away from it. But now that Fantasy Flight Games has re-released it, I was like, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. And as you can see, other content creators around there are doing it as well. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot and try it out. But Kate was like, hey, I can teach you how to play. I know how to do this stuff, so we can try. I'm doomed. I know I will love this. But it's she was like, I'll teach you how to play. We got Tabletop Simulator. We can play this game together. She taught me how to play the first one last Saturday. The first one, which was what was that, Passage Through Mirkwood, and
Yes.
she built the custom decks that we used, and it was amazing. It made me really like this game a lot. Thank goodness for her because I'm not a deck builder. So, but hey, Janet, how's it going? How's it going? So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna have some fun and hopefully not die. We're still using the same decks we used last time. Kate said it's probably good for me since I'm just now getting into it instead of trying out different decks and getting really confused. Stick with one, get really good at it, and then we'll move on to the next one, and I will grow, which is a really great idea. So let's get some information on this game, and then we will get down to the Tabletop Simulator and have some fun. So welcome, Patreon, so much. You know how much I appreciate you. Pull up a chair. All right, so Lord of the Rings. This is the revised core set that came out this year. It's already at an 8.7 on Board Game Geek. Its overall rank is 4,757, but I'm sure it's going to rise as more people because only 150 people rated it so far. This is a complete re-release of the original game, except it comes with. I heard there were terrible things that happened with the first release in terms of you had to buy like a ridiculous amount of core boxes to even be relevant. So with
Yes.
so,
Yeah, the original core box came with about one of every card,
ew. So
and only one. There was a few exceptions, but not many.
okay. So it's out. So with this one, there's enough for 4 people to play with some. I guess they're base decks, right? Hey Eric, what's going on? Hey Brian, pull up a chair, pull up a chair. So, you should be able to play this game, with 4 players, and they've added some extra cards. They've added campaigns to it, so that you can play through a full campaign and just enjoy what it is. So get more people into the hobby. And I think it's a good time for this game to get released too, because there's still the pandemic going on. A lot of people are still in lockdown. That you get this game and you really get a chance to the table. And I think that that's helping with the resurgence, as well as people who've played it before coming back to the game that they love, and just wanting to get back into it. And I've seen a huge resurgence of it, and I'm super happy about it. So this game is 1 to 4 player, but the community said is best played 2, and we'll be playing 2-player today. 30 to 90 minutes. I don't know if that's true, but we're going to find out. And age, it's saying 14 plus. The community doesn't care. And then the weight of it in complexity is a 3. It's a 3 out of 5. If you've played, for me, the way this game made sense was, I played Marvel Champions. I love Marvel Champions, and I played Arkham Horror, which Kate's built decks for me for that too. So when I played this game, I can see the pieces of this game in those games as I was learning this one, which made it easier for me to understand. So it's good. Let's see. So we've got designed by Nate French. Great group of artists worked on it and published by Fantasy Flight Games. It is available now. You can get it. I think it's available at your friendly local game store right now. because it's delivering out to pre-orders and all that. I pre-ordered it, but it should be at game stores now, where you can pick up this revised copy, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So go buy it, Cynthia. Go buy it. Go buy it now. Go right now. Your local game store's open right now. Go get it. Brian's gonna kill me. So let's see.
I mean, he hasn't killed you yet, so.
Well, because I had to work with him, and in doing so, I had to purchase like a bunch of painting stuff. So that's the reason why I'm allowed to live. All right, let's get down to the Tabletop Simulator and hop into the fun of this. And here we go. All righty. So let's see. So we are going through. We've already done the setup of the Journey Down the Anduin, which is the second one that we'll be doing. And we've already grabbed our pre-built decks. So these decks for my Patreons, these decks for my Patreons are in the LCG deck sets list that Kate creates and wonderfully posts in the Discord. So we're using mine is the Tactics deck, right?
Yes.
Yeah, mine is the Tactics deck, and hers is the Spirit deck. So if you go down in the LCG deck sets, those are the ones that we're going to be using today, if you want to kind of follow along and see what cards are in there. I'll update the description later and put those links in there so whoever's coming afterwards who's like, I don't want to be part of your stupid Discord, they'll be in there so you can look at them, so it's fine. But I will be using Thalen, will be my Dwarf Warrior, Theoden, who is a Rohan noble warrior, and Bard the Bowman, who is part of Esgaroth and a warrior and ranged, which is fantastic. And Kate will be using Baragon, Gondor warrior. Oh gosh, I forgot how to say her name. I haven't read the book in ages.
Idrain.
Idrain. A Dunedain ranger and scout, and Eowyn, a noble from Rohan. So we've got these lovely mats that we're going to be using that comes with Tabletop Simulator, and I am going to turn it over to Kate to do setup and teach. So it's all you.
All right. So we've already done some of the initial setup of getting our heroes out, setting the threat meters right here and here for each of our decks. So mine starts at 30, Canje's is at 32. Yes, you probably shouldn't start at 32.
And those numbers are determined by the top of each of the hero cards, like Thalen is 9, Theoden is 12, and Bard is 11, which comes to 32.
Yes, generally for deck building, if you're new to it, try and keep your threat 30 or lower. It's like, I've been doing this for a while, and I've actually tested these decks before. They work just fine.
We'll be fine.
So once we
we'll
have,
be fine.
Yeah. So next thing is we'll determine first player. I will probably be first player.
Indeed.
So we'll just put this little thing over here.
Yep.
Just set it to round 1. So next thing we do is we draw our setup hand. So we shuffle our decks and then draw 6 cards.
I think something weird will happen if I hit 6. So I got to do it this way. I think something weird's going to happen if I hit 6. We're on the same team, so if you want to keep it in your hand, you should be able to see mine too.
Yeah, I mean, technically everyone's playing cooperatively together, so the rules say you're not really supposed to reveal your hand to everyone, and you're not supposed to technically tell them exactly what cards you have, but as far as I know, nobody really follows that rule unless you're playing an actual tournament play, which, yes, they did have at some point at conventions, but most people don't really care because it's cooperative.
Right. So we're looking at, well, I don't mind. So we're looking at, and she's teaching me, so anybody who's angry about that, they can Knock it off.
So basically, we're looking at the hand we have, and we're seeing if we want to keep it or get rid of it. So the one thing to notice is each of our decks are technically what is called monocolor. We have 3 heroes, they're each the same sphere. So mine are the blue or spirit sphere, and Canje's are the orangey red color and called tactics. But you guys may notice I have a green card in my hand right now. I technically cannot play that card until I have a way to get green resources, because right now all of mine are blue. I do have cards in the deck that will let me do that, but I don't have it out right now. So there's ways you can get other cards in. So right now this is a dead card in my hand until I can find ways of getting it out. But looking at the stuff in my hand, in this particular scenario, this is actually a card I was really hoping to see on opening hand, and I'm very glad I did.
Okay.
Because I know what's coming up in this scenario and Canje doesn't.
All right, but with the rest of it,
So
is it something you want to keep?
Yeah. Well, it's like the other thing I'll just mention for people who don't know is every round you get 1 resource per hero. So our first round we start with 3 resources, which is nice and good. And when you have a single color deck, those resources start piling up relatively fast. But so other cards I have. So this card, A Test of Will, is also a really nice card to see early on because it can cancel effects from the really bad encounter deck that we don't want. And these 2 other cards are also really nice to see relatively early.
Okay.
It's like it's not actually a bad hand to see early.
Is this the one
And
that you're like on because of the cost?
I kind of want him. Well, I want him for kind of his other values. He is more
Okay.
expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and his ability is quite nice. So after he defends an attack, I get to discard a face-down shadow card.
Ooh, nice.
So it's a slightly expensive hand for opening because I really want this guy turn 1.
Okay.
He was what I was looking for turn 1.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. And then on my hand, and I'll put these down. My hand here.
Yes.
I'm
So
supposed to
if I
have. They're
wanted,
supposed to be eagles. Oh, there is one
okay,
eagle.
you
Nope, it's the
actually
same
found
one.
the eagles this time.
No, it's the same. It's the same one like last time. So these are
I swear to
attachments of
God,
the
there's
vest.
eagles. Did
Last
you find
time.
all the eagle attachments again?
Yep. Last time. With this deck, there's a lot of eagles in here, but I kept pulling Vassal of the Windlord, which is an eagle card, but after an attack in which Vassal of the Windlord attack resolved, discard it from play. So I would lose the card, and I never pulled another eagle. I think I pulled 2 of these and never saw another eagle card.
I counted. There's like 10 eagles in the deck.
I don't see anything here that could benefit me though, so I'm actually thinking of chucking.
Yeah, it's like there's a couple of good things in here that you could have, but it's like it's not really good enough to keep.
Right, right. So I'd probably say
So
I'd
in
go ahead.
Yeah, so the Mulligan Rule for Lord of the Rings is the most horrible and archaic one in existence. What you have to do is you toss all of your cards, your hand back into your deck, shuffle it, and draw 6 new ones.
Yep.
So, yes, it is the most horrible mulligan in any LCG ever.
Alrighty, so 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, you
Oh,
found
an
a different
eagle!
eagle this
I did
time.
find an eagle this time. Eagles of the Misty Mountain. We got the Spear of the Citadel attached to a what was the symbol of the red called again?
Tactics.
Tactics. So attached to a tactics character, it's restricted. Limit one per character. After its character is declared as a defender, deal 1 damage to an attacking enemy. We have Support of the Eagles. Support of the Eagles. Quick Strike again.
This isn't actually a horrible opening hand.
I mean, all I can really do is play Spear of the Citadel and then save up to drop an Eagle.
Well, except for
Quick
I
Strike
know
is...
what's coming, and these 2 cards aren't horrible either.
They're one and dones though, right? Like events are kind of like an instance
They
where it's
are.
a quick burn. Okay.
They are, but I know what happens on setup.
Gotcha.
And you don't.
Yeah.
So it's not horrible, and again, you'll collect resources relatively fast. So you'll be able to put out some other stuff pretty fast. Alright, so now that we've got our setup hands done, it's time to set up the quest cards and the scenario instructions.
Alright.
So we go up here. So we're doing the Journey Along the Anduin, which is the second quest that you can do in the core set. So, emerging from Mirkwood Forest with an urgent message for Lady Galadriel, you must now make your way south along the Anduin River in order to reach the Forest of Lorien. As you leave the forest behind, you notice that you are being pursued and thus quicken your pace. So, setup. Each player reveals 1 card from the top of the encounter deck and adds it to the staging area. Now, Canje, there is a card we actually want to see on setup that is really horrible. So,
okay.
And you'll find out why when we turn it over.
Okay.
So, we need to draw 2 cards. So, first one. And flip it.
You're able to pull
Then
from
revealed.
Here now.
Yes, I figured it out.
Okay.
I was having issues before.
Cool.
So this is actually fantastic that this came first. So it's deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. We have no exhausted characters, so that's fantastic. So that just fails.
And
goes away. And then we draw another one. Turn it over, and we didn't see the card I was hoping for, but this isn't horrible. So, Gladden Fields is a location, so forced. While it is in the active location, each player must raise their threat by an additional point during the refresh phase. Oh, that. However, I'll explain a couple things. So, in this encounter deck of bad horribleness, there's 3 types of cards. Treacheries, which are basically one and dones. When they are revealed, they happen, and you just do whatever they say. Locations and allies. So during the game, locations we can travel to, there's a separate phase for that to get rid of them. And enemies basically come in and we just have to kill them to get rid of them. So this one has a horrible effect that when we travel to it while it's there, we have to raise our threat. So as we saw, we had starting threat of 30 and 32. A way we lose the game is if we ever reach 50 threat. Then we just lose. So that's not good. But, alright, so we've done that bit. So the next thing we need to do is flip this, because these cards are double-sided. So that's just the setup. So now we flip this over. And to the river. As you approach the location of a small raft stashed along the riverbank, a fearsome hill troll emerges from behind a grouping of rocks and attacks. When revealed, search the encounter deck for 1 hill troll if one is not already in play and place it in the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. Players cannot defeat this stage while the hill troll cards are in play.
Brian asks, is there a way to decrease threat?
Yes, if you build your deck towards that. There are ways that you can decrease threat. I have a few ways in my deck that I can decrease it. So They're usually threat decreasing is in the blue spirit cards in general. Each of the different spheres kind of leans in one direction what they do. So the blue spirit is usually towards questing power and lowering threat. The tactics is generally towards killing things, is what they do.
For the hill troll.
Yeah, you're not gonna like the hill troll.
I don't want to like him. I want him to go away. Like Misty Mountain stuff. Goblin. Trying not to look at everything, but I'm trying to find this hill troll. He's in here somewhere.
Oh, there he is.
You found him?
Oh, was
Okay.
he literally the next card?
Oh,
Come
you
on.
did find him.
Oh, why can't I?
Yeah, I got him. There you go.
Why? You got it?
Yep.
Yeah. So, the hill troll is a nasty little thing.
Oh my
So,
gosh. What? Why? Why is this a thing?
so I'll explain some stuff in the cards for everybody. So, this number right here is
You'd have to
called
say which number because they won't be able. I have the card pulled up.
sorry, the one with the little kind of scully hat symbol
The one. Yeah,
thing.
the one. Yeah.
That's called the threat strength of a card. So as we go along the game, this will affect our questing. We have to beat this number, so we'll get to that in a little bit. The 6 with the 2 axes is his attack strength, so he attacks for 6. The 3 with the little shield is his defense strength, so that's how many we have to beat before we even start hurting him. The 9 is his health. So it takes a lot to kill the hill troll, because it's a hill troll.
We're gonna die. Gotcha.
And the 30 number up at the top, it is called his engagement cost. So once we get to the engagement and combat phase, if our threat level is equal to or higher than this number, he will immediately come down and fight one of us. If our threat number was lower than this, he would stay up here and wouldn't come down to attack us unless we chose to bring him down. But since it's 30, he will immediately come down and start hitting one of us. So now, the reason the troll is really horrible is because he says excess combat damage dealt by the hill troll, damage that is dealt beyond the remainder of the points, the remaining
damage.
hit points of the character damaged by its attack must be assigned as an increase to your threat.
Ooh.
So he's also going to increase our threat. Every time he hits us and does more damage that we can take. So, one other thing people might notice is these cards have victory on them. So in this game, technically you can track your victory and get a score out of the game. I don't really know if anyone keeps track of that anymore. But the one good thing about that is cards with victory on them, once you get rid of them, they go up top to this victory display, and they do not get shuffled back into the encounter deck. So once we beat them, they're gone, and we don't have to deal with them again.
Okay. And we can't defeat this stage while any hill troll cards are in play. Gotcha.
No. So I think we'll explain questing when we go to the phase, because it'll make a little bit more sense.
Sure.
To go through that. Okay. So once we've done that bit, so we've finished all of the setup stuff. So the next thing that we get to do is we start the game. So first thing is the resource round, phase of the round. So we each gain 1 resource to each of our heroes.
Okay.
So next thing we get to do is we get to draw 1 more card from our decks. So, oh, that's another nice card to see early.
Ooh. Got Defender of Ramas. I remember this. I remember this card. Yay! Yay! I say yay because you see that shield rating? Yay!
It's a very nice shield rating.
Yeah. They only have one.
So the next thing we...
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the next thing we get to do is we go into the planning phase. So planning phase is basically you can play allies and attachments from your hand. So spending your resources to do so. So I am spending all 3 of my resources to play Hama. And now that the hill troll is out, Canje might understand why I was really hoping to see him first.
Ready Hama, he gets
So,
+3 until the end of the phase. At the end of the phase, so you would go up to 5 defense. Yes, yes, I do understand.
So it's a one. He's expensive, and it's a one-time action, basically during combat, that I can use him to defend something, but stand him back up, and he gets 5 defense. So he can basically be used to tank that hill troll for one entire round, which is, and we not have to increase our threat at all.
Yeah.
So I was really hoping to see him, and
Here
even
he
if
is.
the rest of my hand, even if the rest of my hand was horrible, I was going to keep the hand because he was in it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad the rest of the hand is not. So that's all I'm doing this phase. And so as you guys can see on the ally cards, most of the values are kind of the same that you saw. The axes is the attack, the shield's defense, the 2 red number is his health. The 1 with that little circle sun symbol is the willpower that's used in questing, and we'll explain that in a minute. And the 3 up at the top here is how much it costs to put the card into play.
So that's your turn?
So, that is my turn, yes.
Okay. Wheel. I'm wondering, and this is where I'm kind of asking. So I'm learning, so I'm asking her a lot of questions. I'm wondering if I should hang on to the quick strike to not spend all 3 of mine, but instead spend 2 to put the Spear of the Citadel on. I'm thinking either Theoden or Bard.
Well, you're
sorry, it's a
probably
defender. It's a defender.
Yeah, you're probably going to be using Bard to attack, so if you do, probably Theoden would be the better choice for that one.
Yeah, and then just kind of hang on to this quick strike.
Yeah, quick strike is a good
for Bard, right?
Yes, because Bard's special ability, so if you hover up onto Bard, he has the keyword ranged. So ranged means that this hero can attack enemies that are attacking another player. So Bard can attack enemies on my side of the game and not just ones that are coming down to Canje. And also, he has a special ability that when he makes a ranged attack, the enemy gets -2 defense until the end of the phase. So he can get past shields easier when he's helping out other players.
So then I will, I'll pay the 2 to put this on Theoden. I hate doing it. I really do. Here, can you slide it up on there? Thank you. Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. And
so one other thing I'll just mention, this attachment has the keyword restricted. So each hero can have at most 2 restricted cards on them.
Yep. And Theoden, I think last time was my defender. So
yes.
So using him, he'll be able to at least deal 1 damage before being attacked, which is great.
Yes, so Theoden also has the keyword Sentinel up here, which means he can defend for other players.
Yep.
As keywords come up, we'll explain them. So one of my characters also has the same Sentinel keyword. Baragond does as well.
Yeah. And my ability, if you notice on Theoden, it says each hero with a printed tactics resource icon gets +1 to willpower. So my willpower is now 2, 3, and 3 respectively. Okay.
All right. So we're done in the planning, so now we move on to questing. So how questing works is on each of the quest cards up at the top, there will be a little number on the left-hand side in orange. That is the amount of progress we need to move past this quest card to the next one. So how we do questing is your willpower value of your characters. So every character you decide to commit to questing has a willpower number. So an example for mine, I have Eowyn, who has 4. So if I decide to use her, which I would be, so she'd contribute 4 to that value. She also has a special action that we can discard a card from my hand to give her +1 until the end of the phase, and each player can do this. So since I'm deciding to use Eowyn, we're just going to exhaust her and say she's committed to the quest.
Yeah, did we have counters
And
for this?
Yes.
Time?
Where did we? There is the counter up here.
Yeah, but we had one that was. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Just gonna grab them just so it's a little easier for everybody to see.
Yeah, so I'll pull mine.
Oh, we only need no. We just need one of those ones.
Okay.
And then
Okay. Grab this.
these.
Okay. Yep. So it's kind of closer to the board, and we're not shifting around a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
So the number that I'm doing right now, 4.
Mm-hmm.
What we have to beat is the threat of the cards currently in the staging area, which is this area kind of up top, just below the quest. So right now, between the location and the hill troll, we have a total of 4 threat in the staging area. So to make any progress, we have to beat that number. But during questing, we'll be adding 1 card from the encounter deck to each player, for each player, and adding that threat as well. So we don't know the exact number that we're going to have to beat, but we can take a kind of, we know the base that we have to beat. So if we beat the number in total, then we get to place progress on the quest. If we tie the number, nothing happens, no progress is placed, but nothing bad happens. If we don't beat the number, each of us has to raise our threat by how much we lost.
Ugh.
So you don't really want to lose that.
Yes. And this one says, while Thalen is committed to a quest, deal 1 damage to each enemy as it is revealed by the encounter deck. So he's McQuester, and his quest is 2. Oh, I gotta wait until she declares that Kate declares she's done.
Yes. Yep. So in this case, since I'm not going to be using Hama to quest, well, actually, no, I can use him to quest because I can ready him back up again. So I might as well use him for that. And in this case, normally I don't like sending Edrain unless there's a location because she has a specific ability. After a location is explored, I get to ready her. So that's during. We'll get to how that works in a second. But since we already have 4 threat in the staging area, I think I might for this turn as well. So I'll be sending 4, 5, 6, 7 in total.
Are you committing any cards for Eowyn's ability to kind of boost
so
that?
Eowyn's ability we can choose after we've seen what other cards come out.
Okay. All right, so
if we need to, I can, but We'll see for now.
All right. Well, I'll commit Theoden, and it says 1, but because of Theoden, I get 2. What are we at? 9.
So we're at 9 to 4 right now.
I could commit Theoden because I need Bard to attack.
You could, but remember, we don't know what else is coming off of the deck yet.
Fair enough.
So it's like, we can, but we're also not going to get past this card this turn because we have to deal with the hill troll first. So we have at least one more round.
So then I'll say 9. We'll have 9, so 9 total.
All right. So we've chosen which cards, allies and stuff, we are committing. So the next thing we need to do is reveal 1 card from the encounter deck for each player.
Okay.
So first one.
Oh, we're back to this?
We're back to that again. Come on. There we go.
All right.
So first card. Oh, Eastern Crows, and they surge. So what surge means is we get to draw 1 extra card from the bad encounter deck.
Okay, well that's good. I thought it didn't matter for the questing part, like it was just you just added up the threat, but even if it says surge, that has to happen?
Yep, that happens too.
Ew. What about the forced action? Does that happen as well?
Yeah, so their forced action says after they're defeated, so after we kill them, we shuffle it back into the encounter deck.
Okay.
So they just keep coming back over and over and over again.
Okay.
So that's card 1. So here's the surge card.
Wow. Uh-oh. Oh no.
So the only good thing about this card is it has an engagement cost of 40, so we can leave it here for a while.
I'm more of the questing.
Yeah, this is already not going well. So forced, each time it attacks you, you raise your threat by 1. So that's not a good one. And our technically second card, so
please be nothing. Please be nothing. Oh man.
Oh, another.
3,
so that's
6,
not a great start.
9,
9,
10, 11.
10, 11. So that's 11 to our 9. Which is not good. So, in this case, we definitely want to pitch 2 cards, so 1 from me and 1 from you, to at least match this so we don't raise our threat.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to discard this little Master of the Forge since he's useless to me until I find something else.
I have 2 support of the Eagle, so I'll ditch one of them.
Alright, so that puts us up to 11, so at least we tie, so nothing bad happens.
Yeah. Yep.
But we make absolutely 0 progress, because that is a horrible amount of threat to come out.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh.
So we finish the quest resolution part of this. So the next thing that we get to do is we can choose to travel to one of these locations, which is horrible.
Both the same. They're both the same, yeah.
Yeah. So, but their effect is, while they're the active location, we have to raise our threat by an additional point.
Yeah.
But they both have 3 threat.
Yeah, so we have to. Yeah.
So we kind of need to get one of them out, at least. So we're going to choose to travel to one of these.
Yep.
So we're making 1 the active location here. So once a location is in the active location, its threat will no longer count against you when you quest anymore. And now when we do questing, any progress we make has to go onto the location first before it goes onto the quest card. So we need to make 3 progress on here before any goes onto the quest.
Yep.
But that's... So it takes 3 out, but that's still not good.
Yep.
So, now that we've finished the travel phase, we get to go to the encounter phase. So what happens here is 2 things. The first is each player can optionally choose 1 enemy in the staging area and choose to have it come down and fight you. So once we've each done that part, then we would check their threat number, and starting with the first player, if your threat is equal to or higher than that number, it'll just automatically come down to you.
Oh, wait. Something was
So,
supposed to happen. Wait.
hmm?
Those crows should be dead. Thalen.
Oh, yes, they
Thalen
are
deals
dead.
1 damage. So here, this is the reason why you got to keep track of it. Notice Thalen's ability. While Thalen is committed to a quest, which he is, deal 1 damage to each enemy as it is revealed by the encounter deck. These crows are an enemy, as it says at the bottom. They have no shielding and they only have 1 health. So immediately they are discarded, but they get shuffled back in, right?
Back
Because of their
into the
ability.
encounter deck,
Yeah.
yes.
So they get shuffled back in. And the Marsh Adder takes 1 damage as well. Shields do not block it because it's true damage. As if you played Marvel Champions, it's true damage.
And actually, technically, exactly as that card came out, Thalen would have killed it. So technically, we should have shuffled it back into the deck.
Ooh.
So we would have actually made 1 progress.
So we'd have made 1 we'd have been 1 over. Yeah, that is true.
So
that
we
is
were
true.
actually 1 over.
Yeah. Woohoo!
So, in this case, so now we can choose to engage cards.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Hill Troll because I'm set up to do this.
Yeah.
So it would come to me anyway, but we're just gonna bring it down here.
Uh-huh.
So now, if Canje wanted, or he could choose to optionally engage this Marsh Adder, but we probably don't want to do that right now.
I know.
Because we want to get rid of the Hill Troll first,
Right.
and then we'll work on dealing with this card.
That's correct.
Again, we're finding all of the cards, hard cards with the victory, which is not great. But I mean, once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
All right. So we've done the engagement now.
Yep.
So the next thing that happens is the combat phase. So in the combat phase, the enemies get to attack you first. So, and the only enemies that are attacking that are ones that are in front of you. So in this case, so what you have to do first is, since they're attacking you first, you have to choose a defender. So I'm going to use Hama's combat action to ready him back up and say he gets +3 defense until the end of the phase. And at the end of the round, I discard him, and I'm declaring him as my defender against the Hill Troll. Because then he has 5 shields and 2 health. So it means even if the troll attacks him with 6, he'll only take 1 damage, and my threat won't increase because of the Hill Troll's horrible, horrible ability. So, the next thing that happens in the combat phase is each attacking character is dealt a face-down card from the encounter deck as a shadow card.
Counter deck sucks. Okay.
So we haven't seen a shadow effect yet, but some cards on them will have...
Hey, now? Let's not, not press luck here.
So some of the cards in the encounter deck will have what is called a shadow effect on them. So what that does is it has an extra effect when the the enemy attacks you. So since this is the only character attacking at the moment, so we're just going to reveal this and see if it has any shadow effect.
Woohoo, it doesn't.
It does not.
Yeah.
So if it did, there'd be a little extra line down here. The crows, actually the crows did have one, but when one, yeah, when one happens, we'll show you guys what it does. They can have various effects to increasing the enemy's attacking value. They could just do damage to your characters. They could make you discard cards. usually the effects are worse if you don't defend an attack. So if, for example, I chose not to defend an attack, what would happen is all of the damage from the attacking enemy would have to go directly onto one of my heroes, which is bad in this case.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So in this case, there is no extra effect, so he is 6 to my 5 defense. So Hama takes 1 wound.
And this
which
card
is
is
perfectly
discarded,
fine.
right?
Yes, that card
This...
gets discarded at the end of the phase, technically.
Oh, at the end of the phase, sorry. Yeah, I got used to that saying.
There's some other card. Yeah, there's some other cards that interact with shadow cards, so usually they don't go away till the end. But
okay.
All right, so that was the enemy attack and me defending. So now the next thing that gets to happen is we can attack the hill troll.
Or it's gonna shoot it.
So what happens for this is each player, if they can do an attack against this enemy, or you could just combine all of your attacks into one against it. So since Bard's ability lets us get through some of the shields, Canje and I will attack at the same time because Bard has ranged.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack also with Baragont because he'll just add 1. So
All right.
anything we can do to help with this. And then Canje will use Bard.
Yep.
In this case. So we have an attack of 4, and Bard is getting rid of 2 of the shields on the hill troll. So his shield value is only at 1. So 4.
But before that.
And if we want to,
yeah, that's
Canje has another card you can play.
Yeah, I was like, can I play Quick Strike now?
You can, but it doesn't really help right now.
Okay.
The reason it doesn't help is because we're already attacking.
Okay.
So this is good if you want to finish off an enemy before it gets to attack you.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
So if we got the hill troll down to like only 1 or 2 health left, we could use this to attack it before it gets a chance to attack us.
Okay.
So right now it's not a good card to use, but
so then we'll just stick with the
next
3.
round or the round after.
Yeah.
We have a total of 4 against its 1 defense, so we're doing 3 damage to the hill troll.
Yep.
Which is a nice start. All right, so we finished attacking the enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian. So this shadow card now goes to the discard pile.
Yep.
And we are done with the combat phase, so we go into the refresh phase. So what happens here is all of our characters refresh. And actually at the end of the combat phase, Hama gets discarded because of you served your purpose well, Hama. Oh. He goes to my discard.
Yep.
And then we would raise our threat. So normally you just raise your threat by 1 every round, but because of this location, we have to raise it by 2.
Yeah. Ew.
Which is not good.
Ew.
And then we pass the first player token to the next person.
Yep.
And we start round 2.
Yeah, that's 1 round. It seemed like a lot, but remember, Kate was explaining everything to make sure that things go through. Now that she's explained it, you'll see the rounds start going a little bit quicker, but she wanted to take her time to make sure you understood the mechanics behind everything, which is great. So, yep, let's do it. So, resource phase, right?
Yep, so resource. So we gain 1 resource.
Yep, draw a card.
And draw a card.
I think it's this guy. Never seen him before. Baron. Baron gains +5 fight until the end of the phase. At the end of the phase in which you trigger this effect, shuffle him back into the deck. Wow. So he's the troll killer, but I don't have enough to bring him out.
Yeah, so that's Bjorn. And yes, he is a very strong ally to have.
Yeah.
Very nice and good.
um.
So, you're first player now, so you get to choose if you want to play anything.
Yeah. Reach face down attachment. It has. Wait. Eagles of the. Oh, they can't have restricted, but face down attachment. Response after another eagle.
So,
You may attach. Oh, after another eagle character leaves play, you may attach that card face down to the eagle. Oh, okay, okay. This is where Valor would work. Okay, I get it. I get it. All right. So he's got decent fight quest and shielding. Um, he's good for attacking and defending, of course, but not just yet. And the support of the Eagles, exhaust support of the Eagles to choose an Eagle ally until the end of the phase. Attached hero adds that ally. Attached hero? Oh, attached to a hero. Okay. Huh. I like this. Okay. So, question.
yes.
From what I'm looking at here, I'm thinking of putting a Defender of Ramos or the Eagle of the Misty Mountain, but I can't decide between which.
So, the Defender of Ramos is good if you want an additional defender right
Right.
now. You
Right.
currently have Theoden, who's working really well as a defender, and he gets to do extra damage when he does.
Right.
So, that would give you an extra defender if you want. The Eagles have kind of nice stats just all along the board for questing or attacking or defending, but they are a little bit more expensive.
Right.
So
Um,
it kind of depends what you want to do.
so
If you
because
want to,
yeah, I want to get rid. I want to make sure we get rid of the Gladen Fields this round, which is why I was like, I could take him and make him kind of a quester this round, along with Thalen to help contribute. Because
yeah, that would be good.
he would be at 3 because of Theoden's ability, and
No,
so I'd be
he's
contributing.
still at 2.
Oh, I thought it says each. Oh,
Theoden is
hero,
only
hero.
hero.
Gotcha, gotcha.
If,
So
if it weren't hero, that would be a little overpowered.
well, so it would be 4, and then if you trigger Eowyn's one, then it would be 5 that I can at least contribute. So I think I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop him. Let me move these down a little bit lower so it's not confusing. And so I'll drop him down, and then that'll be me.
All right. So in my case,
In my head, I was like, I should save for Bayhorn.
it'd be nice, but Bayorn will be really good when we decide to deal with
Yeah. Yep.
that
Yeah.
Marsh Adder.
Yeah.
Because he'll be able to do some good damage to that.
Yeah.
So on my spot, I'm going to spend 2 to put down the Woodland Courier.
After Woodland Courier enters play, place 1 progress on a location, 2 progress instead if that location has the forest trait. Really?
So, notice the location does not say it has to be the active location.
Ooh, it does not. Wording.
No. So yes. So it'll be nice if it had the forest trait. This means I could actually put 1 progress on this Gladden field in the staging area to get us started on that one.
Cool,
Since
cool.
hopefully we'll be able to make it through the active location
Yeah.
one this turn.
Yep. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. All right.
Alright. So that's everything we're playing. So now we go on to questing. So currently there is 6 threat in the staging area.
All right. Well, I will do as I was saying before. 2 for Thalen and 2 for the Eagles for a total of 4. Okay.
All right. So we will put down Eowyn for 4. This time we're going to do Edrain as well for 6. And then the Woodland Courier for 7.
We're not playing around. Okay. So that's 11.
No, we're not.
So that's 11.
So that is currently 11 to the 6, and hopefully the ones that come out this time are less.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and if we get a bad when revealed card, I have a couple of cards in my hand that can help deal with that. So,
Okay. All right.
So now we go and we reveal 2 cards from the encounter deck. So, first one. Misty Mountain Goblins. So forced after they attack, remove 1 progress from the current quest.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's not great, but we only have 1 progress currently, so it's not the most horrible thing ever.
Yep. And they take 1
and
damage.
as people can see, yeah, they take 1 damage. And as you can see, this is a shadow effect that's on the card. So, second... This does not like me some days. Alright. And our second one is... Treachery. So, each location in the staging area gets +1 threat till the end of the phase.
Shut that down.
So this is a 4. Then each player with a threat of 35 or higher chooses and discards 1 card from your hand.
We're not there yet.
Thankfully, neither of us is there yet, but this is why the general consensus is keep your threat lower.
Yeah.
35 or higher is kind of like the magic number in Lord of the Rings. That's where bad stuff starts happening. So hopefully I find some of my cards that do that. So that's at 4, 7, so we're at 9 currently. So we're at 9 to 11.
We just need 1
so
more.
So we need 1 more to get through there. So if we want, we can discard a card.
Just
or
1?
Or both of us can.
Just 1? Or...
Just 1 will get us through the location if we want.
Okay.
Or we could do 2 to add 1 extra progress.
How are you feeling? What are your thoughts on that?
Right now, I think I might... I don't really need... I'm not going to be able to bring out Jubiar for a while anyway, so I think I'm going to get rid of... I'll discard him, because I want the other cards more currently.
Okay. And from me, do you see anything that would be a good thing?
I mean, you got some nice cards going on to keep. Like, you don't want to get rid of Bjorn or the Quick Strike. You have the nice little other defender, because he's a good little thing. It's like you got some good cards in your hand. We don't really need to discard anything right away. So it's like one is enough to get us through the location, which is kind of the important thing right now.
Okay. All right.
So that puts us at 12 to 9. Which gives us 3 progress on here, which means we make it through this location.
Yep.
So once we make it through, oh, come on. There we go. So once we make it through the location, it would generally go to the discard pile, but in this case it has victory, so it goes to the victory pile and does not get shuffled back in.
Yep.
So now we can choose to travel to another location. So I'm assuming we want to go to the other Gladden Fields.
Yeah, get it out of here.
Just to get rid of it. Alright. So since we finished questing and we successfully quested through a location, I actually get to unexhaust Edrain per her responsibility.
Yeah.
So I get to use her again. Alright, so we're done questing. So now we are on to the engagement. So.
Well, we know Misty Mountain Goblins is going to come at me.
He's coming to one of us. Yeah. So if you want, he'd come to you directly anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was like. He's going to come to me, so
yeah,
might as well just make it happen.
Yeah,
I can say no, and then it happens again.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not taking another one while I got the hill troll.
Yeah.
And we're just going to leave this marsh adder here for another little while longer.
Yep.
So, we finished engagement. So next is the combat phase. So the enemies are going to make attacks against us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is where. Can I do this quick strike now?
You don't have the money to
play
that.
I spent it all. Son of a. Oh, Eagles. Okay.
But if you want, you can just defend currently with Theoden.
Yeah, and I would deal
you do
one
another.
Damage yeah.
Deal 1 damage to it.
Yeah.
So you're choosing that as the defender.
Yeah.
It does 1 damage to there.
Yep.
And that needs a shadow card as well.
Yeah.
I will be declaring, so I'm just going to move you over here. I'm declaring Baragond as my defender against the hill troll. So, and then I would need to grab a shadow card for that.
And the
All right.
begins. I'm too flip it. I'm too nervous. Okay, nothing.
No effect. Ooh, but look at that. We took out a card that would have 5 threat going to our staging area.
Yeah. Oof. So he's gonna attack for 2.
He attacks for 2.
He has a shield of 2, so no damage.
No damage. So over onto my side to the hill troll.
Yeah.
It's defending for 6. Is attacking for 6. I'm defending for 4.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm taking a little bit of damage from this.
Oh no! And the shadow.
Shadow.
Ah!
So, however, this shadow is Wolf Rider attacks a defending player. That player may declare one character as a defender. Deal Wolf Rider its own shadow card. After combat, return it to the top of the encounter deck. However, I left 1 resource specifically
for this type of foolishness.
For this to cancel a shadow effect that just triggered, because we don't want to deal with
that. Awesome.
We don't want to deal with that horribleness.
Well played.
So we're going to cancel that effect so that doesn't happen.
Okay, and he doesn't go, because of that canceled effect, he doesn't go back to the top of the encounter deck, right?
Nope, he just goes straight to the discard pile.
Awesome. Well played.
So, it's a 6 attack to my 4 defense, so I do take 2.
Yep.
So, that's what we have right now. So, and then we go on to the attacking.
Okay.
So, in this case, I'd advocate for leaving this little Misty Mountain Goblins alone on your side.
I'm targeting the hill troll with you. So.
And then we're going to target the hill troll.
Yeah. So I'm going to remove 2 from that defense and hit it for 3.
So you're hitting for 3. I'm adding E-Drain for another 3. So we're attacking for 6.
-1.
Against the 1 defense. So it does 5 damage. Which is
8.
Sadly 1 away.
Ooh.
1 away from killing it.
Yeah.
But next turn, you have that quick strike card.
Okay. I'll make sure to kill it.
So next turn, we can kill it before it gets a chance to attack.
It will be.
And get rid of that.
It will be done.
And technically, the Misty Mountain Goblins attacked, so we have to lose our 1 progress that was on our quest. But that's not a horrible loss.
After Misty Mountain's attacks, remove 1 progress from the current quest. Okay. Okay.
It's not a horrible loss. We were only at 1 anyway.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
And now we finished combat.
Yep.
So the shadow cards go away.
Okay.
And we go into the refresh phase. So we ready all of our cards again. Pass the first player token and increase our threat by 2
Yep, I'm at
because of
36.
the... I do have cards in my deck that'll lower that back down again. We just kind of have to hope we find them.
Okay. Alright.
Alright,
Okay.
so we're back to the top.
Yep.
So
Refresh. I mean resource.
resource, everybody gets 1. And draw a card.
Hey, Vassal of the Windlord. I was looking forward to finding
Oh.
you. Now this is great
Canje.
that he's there.
So now you kind of see what the Eagles do.
Yep. They build up one card to be amazing. And what'd you get on yours?
So I actually got the Song of Wisdom. So what this does, it's a neutral card. It doesn't have a specific color, but it says attached to a hero, and attached hero gains the lore resource icon. So the lore is the green color cards. So this is why I have green cards in my deck, because now I can use this and put it on a hero, and then I have a green resource, so I could play those green cards.
Okay. Cool. So you're up first.
So at the moment, I am going to do 2 resources to play the Escort from Edoras to give us some more questing.
Oh, very nice. You have a lot of
Because we'll
cards
be
that
beating...
you have a lot of cards that you have to discard, but they give you big buffs for a turn.
They do. So because one thing to note with Lord of the Rings, if you ever run out of your deck, you don't lose, but you just don't get any more cards. I have a card in the deck that lets me shuffle my discard pile back into my deck. So that's why me discarding a bunch of stuff is not the worst
Okay.
case ever.
Okay.
Because I can technically get them all back if I want to.
Right. Okay.
So that's currently all I'm going to do.
Okay.
So on to you, Canje.
Well, I'm saving one for that quick strike for sure. I'm thinking of putting the Vassal of the Windlord out though. It's ranged. So I keep saying like, hey, I'll put out this a Defender of Vermas, but the Vassal of the Windlord stacks with this Eagles of the Misty Mountains, so it's kind of I kind of gotta type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll do that, and I'm gonna chill there.
All right.
Because I can do. When can I activate Quick Strike?
So Quick Strike is during, technically, it's just an action, so you can do it at any point you want, basically.
Okay, so can I do it now to get rid of the Hill Troll so we don't have to worry about him anymore?
Yeah, we can if we want.
Okay, get rid of him then. I will pay the 1 to do a Quick Strike.
So immediately exhaust a character.
Boop.
So we exhaust Bard, and we do 2 damage to the Hill Troll, which is more than enough to kill it.
Yeah.
So yay, it goes away. I can grab the...
And because I had victory points, it'd go away.
It goes to the victory display and does not get shuffled back down.
Yeah.
So we're doing awesome on victory points.
In Arkham Horror, that would be great. Yeah, so that would be the end of my turn. Well, the end of my
so we've also
portion of
So also now we've dealt with that Hill Troll, so we can progress past this quest now, as long as the second Hill Troll that is somewhere in that deck does not come out.
Why do you tell me these things when you know they will hurt my soul? Another
yes,
Hill
Canje,
Troll?
there's 2 Hill Trolls. There's another one. Alright, so we finished that, so now we're going on to questing.
Okay.
So I will be putting in Eowyn for 4, Eldraine for 6, the Woodland for 7, And the escort from Edoras actually does 4.
Yeah.
Because of his special ability.
11 total. Wow.
Yes. So, as you're noticing, my deck is built to quest.
8 is not playing around. I will do Thalen for 2. I need to keep one of these around to kill that thing, don't I? I just need to hit it
You
one more
don't need
time.
to.
Oh, I kill it straight
Theoden will
out.
kill it.
I'll kill it
You'll
straight
kill
out.
it straight out when you defend.
Okay, then I will. Nope, that doesn't have any. This one for 2.
Alright, so you have 4.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and make as much progress as we can.
Yeah, so 15. 15 on 3.
So, yep. Alright, so first encounter card. Ooh, Delgador Orcs. So when revealed, the first player chooses a character currently committed to the quest. Deal 2 damage to that character.
Okay.
Well, I might as well just deal the 2 damage to this guy since he's going away anyway.
Will you
Because his
lose the
questing
quest?
still. No, your questing still. Pretty sure it still counts until the end. But just in case, I can put it on somebody else. So, trying to remember.
But the rules reference is that.
Some things, it's been a while. Let me just double check if our questing stays until the end. Just in case, we'll just put it on E-Drain for now.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So,
one.
that one's dealt with. So, second one is another location, Enchanted Stream. While it is the active location, we can't draw cards.
Ew. Okay.
Again, not the most.
Yeah.
Not great, but not the worst.
That's 7.
So we just added 4 more, so that's a total of 7. So 7 to 15. So we made 8 progress, which means we get to place 2 more on here, and then 6 onto there.
That's some good progress. That's amazing.
So we made it through this location.
Yep.
So this goes away. No, that goes to the victory display.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it has victory on it. Yep.
And since we did, I get to ready up E-Drain.
Yep.
And then if we want to, we can choose to travel to the Enchanted Stream.
Do we want to? I never know.
Well, do we want to
never
clear...
know.
Well, we want to clear stuff out of here, and honestly, we might rather want to do this right now.
Okay.
Just to get it out. So.
Yeah, I never know when to like. I'm not, never know when to leave a location as opposed to when to travel to it.
Yeah, in this case, we want to clear out probably as much stuff as we can.
Okay. Okay.
So. We finished questing and we finished traveling, so now we're on to engagement. So. I will take these stupid little orcs.
I can't shoot them this round, so it would just be on you.
Yeah, that's fine. I have E-Drain has readied up, so I'm all
actually,
good for that.
I can. Vassal the Windlord is ranged. So if you
you can if you want.
Yeah.
But I can take care of them just fine.
Okay. All right.
So we don't need to lose your other eagles just yet.
Okay. All right.
And this guy also goes to my discard pile.
Right.
So, and neither of us are quite ready to take that Marsh Adder just yet. But next turn, if nothing horrific happens, wouldn't be bad to get it out of here.
Out of there. Yeah, it's a 3 threat that's kind of gumming up the works. Okay.
All right, so we deal a shadow card to mine. We deal a shadow card to yours.
Yeah.
And then I will declare Baragond as a defender.
Okay.
So they're attacking for 2. I'm defending with 4.
Block it all.
So I
Maybe.
get to block it.
Maybe. Yep, you get to
So,
block it.
no shadow effect.
Yeah.
So,
and for mine, it will be Theoden, which automatically kills it.
Which automatically kills it when you declare him.
Yep.
So the shadow card doesn't even get a chance to resolve.
Oh.
So we'll just turn it over and see what it was. So, ooh.
No one cares.
So.
Yep.
So that little guy is dead and gone.
Yep.
So these both go to the discard pile.
Yep.
So I also successfully defended against mine because it was 2 to 4. And Baragond has a specific ability, so after he defends an attack and takes no damage, I can reduce the defending player's threat by 1. So this is way I can keep my threat down, and hopefully I find the cards to bring yours back down as well.
Okay.
Soon. So defended, so now I'm going to attack with a drain. So she attacks for 3 against their 0 shields, does 3 damage, and finishes off.
Great. Oh, yeah.
The orcs.
Oh.
We're done all of the combat.
Yeah, we're doing.
We're doing all right.
We're doing okay.
Well, we're getting rid of some high value stuff, which is actually not bad. So, all right. So we finished that up. So we get to go to the refresh. So you get to unexhaust all your characters. We do not get to draw a card this turn.
Yep.
So when we get to the next step, and then raise your threat by 1. I have cards to deal with it. We just have to hope that I find one of them.
Yeah, and then we gain. So we gain a resource, but we don't draw a
we've moved
card.
around 4.
Yeah.
And we're into resource, so gain a resource. And now you get to play stuff.
Exhaust support of the eagles to choose an eagle ally until the end of the phase. Attach hero adds the allies fight and shielding. Choose 1 to its own. This eagle is 2, so that would give him about a 4. So I'm thinking I may do that. Each enemy engaged with that player gets -3 until the end of the phase. So the adder's attack, which is 4, would become 1.
4.
It would become 1. I take it on, and its health is 7. Does it have any shielding? I'm just checking stuff. It has 1 shield. So it would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can kill it this round when I play that event. And I would only take 1 damage from it until it draws, whatever card it's going to draw. So
Well, little problem with your plan.
What's that?
You have 4 resources, and those would cost 5.
What would cost 5?
The event costs 2. Oh, are you just doing?
Yeah, it would just be the event. All I'm thinking of is like if I play the event, I probably might put down if I play the event when I fight that creature. So basically, I put down the Defender of Ramos this round.
Yes, that would work.
And then I could do that, or I don't do anything. I hold my resources this round, and then when I take him on, I use the event of the horn, and then when I fight it, so I'll knock its base fight down to 1 plus whatever shadow card happens, right? Which means I would block that damage. I would then hit him for 1 when he comes in. And this is just minus shadow card. This is just kind of the plan before you get punched, right? So then the declared fight would be the Vassal Windlord, the Eagle, and And, well, I gotta commit to the stupid quest before the troll comes out, so the eagle probably can't. So I could do... Dang
it. Well, we only need a grand total of 4 progress this round to make it through.
Do you think you could get that 4 progress on your own for me to kill that adder? Well,
We
I'd put
probably
Thalen.
can.
I'll put Thalen in there for
You'll
sure.
put Thalen in.
Yeah. So I can give 2, and if I can, I think I can kill that adder this round.
So we can probably make it through because any extra progress that we make doesn't carry over. So.
Okay. And plus you just need 2 for the enchanted stream, so you would need...
Yeah, so we just need 4 total.
4? Okay. Alright. Okay. Gulp. We're gonna try this.
We'll math it out when we get there in a second.
Yeah, we'll math it out. I think it's... Yeah, let me do that. I'm not gonna spend anything. I'm not gonna spend anything. Because I'll save up for the next troll that probably is gonna come out.
Save up for Bjorn?
Yeah.
Alright. So on my side, I'm going to spend 1 to put out this Song of Wisdom. So I don't have anything I can use it for yet, but I'm gonna get it out because if I do draw into green cards, then I can play them, hopefully.
Okay.
And then I still have my extra cancels for when reveals and shadows if we have some horrible things that come.
Cool. Okay.
Alright. Well, on to questing.
Okay. So I will do my 2. Okay.
So we will do the 4, 6, 7.
Okay.
So currently we're at 9 to 3.
Okay.
So we'd be making 6 progress. If we need to, we can discard a card for Eowyn.
Yep, I could discard a card too to boost it. Yep.
So hopefully that's enough to get us through.
Okay.
So.
Here we go.
All right. First one.
Nothing.
Each location in the staging area gets +1 threat. Then each player with a threat of... So there isn't one, so there's not threat. However, each player with a threat of 35 or higher chooses and discards a card from their hand, which sadly is you.
Yeah, which is me. Dang it. It's either going to be support of the Eagles or defenders of Ramas. Either way, it would have been a 4. I'll do support of the Eagles. The fight would have been cool, but eh. Because defender of Ramas gives me the 4, which I would have gotten anyway. Fight would have been 5 on, but it's fine. Okay, that's 1.
That's 1. Next one is Delgador Beastmaster. When they attack, you deal it 1 additional shadow card.
Ew.
So he's a nasty little thing. But that only added 2 threat, so we are at 9 to 5, which is the exact perfect amount for what we needed.
What a way to make a living.
So 2 goes there.
Yeah.
So we successfully got through the location.
Yeah.
So now we get to draw cards. We don't have any other ones to go to, and we also made it through this. Come here.
Yay.
Quest. So we are on to stage 2. After defeating the troll, you are able to board the raft and embark upon a river voyage. As you depart, your enemies pursue, harassing the small vessel as you attempt to navigate the river. So, oh, come on. Stop doing that. There we go. So we flip this card. As your enemies harass the raft, it is difficult to maintain balance and effectively fight them off. Reveal 1 additional card from the encounter deck each quest phase. Do not make engagement checks during the encounter phase. Each player may still optionally engage one enemy each encounter phase.
That is good because that is good.
Yes, so
That
that
is
means we can
very
still
good.
choose to take an
Yeah.
enemy, but
Yeah.
nothing's going to automatically come down.
Agreed.
And we need 16 progress.
Yeah. That's gonna be we'll fight for that, but that whew, that means that they don't hop on us. That's good. And thematically that's pretty cool because it's like, we're on the raft, so they can't hop on.
Yeah, so
All right.
we're on the raft, they can't get to us, and we're trying to make it down the river, but stuff is gonna pile up on us.
Yeah. So we're choosing engagement at this point, so I'm choosing the Marshatter.
Yes, and I will choose to take the Delgador Beastmaster.
Yeah. And usual deal. Oh, I get one first. I keep forgetting. First player gets
Yeah,
the first card.
yours goes first.
Yep.
Then mine does.
All right. So first things first. Let's horn
And
this.
actually, in the case, so mine actually gets 2 shadow cards.
Why is that?
Because he's a horrible.
Oh, because
Of
he's a
his
horrible creature.
ability.
Yeah. You'd
He's
get
a
to.
horrible creature.
Okay, so
Alright.
I will declare my defender, which would put another damage on him. I will. Can I use this card after I see what this card is, or do I have to do it before?
You have to technically do that before.
Let's do it then. So what's the difference between an action and a Valor action?
So an action is kind of I need to look up the specific, but Valor action, I think that card, let me double check for the exact wording of this.
Okay.
So a Valor action can be taken when your threat is at 40 or above.
Oh, so I can't take it now.
No.
Okay, so I just reduce his attack by 1, which is fine. I'll just take 1 damage, so that's fine. All right, so I'll use this, spend my 2 to do all enemies, everybody gains -1 until the end of the phase. So that includes for you.
Yep.
All right, and then let's see what's going on. Oh, sweet.
Shadow effect, so
Okay.
you're good.
So he's hitting me for 3.
3.
So I defend 2, so I'm going to take 1 damage. Okay.
So now on to mine.
And remember,
So
he's -1 for you. So he's only hitting for 2.
Yeah. So I'm defending with Baragond.
Yep.
So we flip over the first.
Oof.
Shadow. Defending player chooses and returns 1 exhausted ally he controls to their hand. I'm fine with that. That's not the most horrible thing ever. I don't feel like canceling that because I have an ally. Alright, so that's the first one. Next one. Oh, wrong. And, oh, that's a nice one to get rid of.
And it doesn't have a shadow effect, so cool. So he's hitting you for 2.
2.
Easily block
I
that.
take no damage.
Lower your threat.
So I get to lower my threat.
Now I'm gonna.
And now we get to attack.
Yeah, let's see if we could beat the brakes off this guy. So, it's gonna be 2. How much do I have to hit him for? 5.
So he's got. You have to hit him for 6 because he has 1 defense. Oh wait, hold on. So you have to do 6 damage.
When I use Bard, is the ranged attack only where the -2 goes, so it won't be -2 on this one?
Yeah, it won't be -2.
Okay. So I got to do everybody. Or I could just do that.
Yeah, you could just do those 2.
Which is the 6.
Which is 6.
Yeah.
Which is enough to kill the Marshatter.
Yep, so that one has a victory point. It's going to go away, and this one goes in discard.
Yeah, so it goes up here. Yep. That's a lot of nice, lovely cards that will never come back ever again.
All right.
So in my case, I will use E-Drain to attack this for 3. So I do 2 damage to it. So it's at 3 out of 5.
Okay. Go to discard. Right.
All right. And look at that. We've cleared everything.
Yay! Move this bad boy over. We do
Yeah.
refresh, and then I set it to the
Yeah,
next
so
round. I set it to the next round.
alright.
After an attack
And
with
raise
Vassal Lord, attack resolves, but we're not discarding him from play. Instead, he goes upside down underneath the eagle.
he does.
So, and that
And
boosts
now
that eagle to 3. 3 defense, 3 attack.
yes, it does.
Oh, and we get to draw a card too, right? Since that terrible thing is gone.
So now we're into resource, so you get to gain a resource and draw a card.
Ooh, it's a new card I haven't seen
Oh,
before. Rohan Warhorse. Anticipates an attack that destroys an enemy. Exhaust Rohan Warhorse to ready attached hero. That would be good for Theoden.
it is.
Okay.
And I found Unexpected Courage, which attached to a hero, I can exhaust this to ready attached hero.
Nice. That's a
So,
is that like a Baragon card?
it can be. However, in this case, I find that that might be a better card to go put onto Bard. So that's one thing that you can do in this game, is since everybody's cooperative, I can play my attachments on another player. You can't play your allies on another player, but events and attachments can apply to any other player.
Nice.
So in this case, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put back out the Woodland Courier just for the extra.
Yep.
Because we need the questing power. Sadly,
Yeah.
we don't get any extra use out of it.
You get to place 1
And then,
progress on a location.
but we have no locations.
Oh, okay. So the quests themselves are not considered location. Gotcha. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Which is sad, but we need the questing power, so we're
Sure.
going to do that.
Sure.
And then we're also going to spend 2 to put Unexpected Courage over here on Bard.
Thank you. Would
So now
would
Bard
the Rohan
do,
Warhorse benefit you more, or is that good for Theoden? Like, are you saying no, that's meant for him?
it has to go into a Tactics hero or a
Okay.
Rohan hero. I do not, well, I do have Eowyn, who is a Rohan hero, but I don't really need to ready her for anything.
Okay. Okay.
It's probably more useful for you, so you can
Okay.
reuse Theoden
Okay.
at the moment.
Okay. Alrighty. All right.
So I'm done playing cards. So would you like to play anything?
Um. Yes. But why? Yes, I would. I would like to put that lovely Rohan Warhorse on. Oh God.
Oh, we'll get this at some point.
1 second on that, and boom. There we go.
There we go.
That's good enough. Okay. And that's me. Next round, big man's coming out.
All right. So that's all of our card playing. So on to
Oh,
questing.
we didn't increase our threat.
Oh, I did. Did you not?
No, I did not. Should be at 38.
All right.
Okay.
Hopefully I find that card soon, or some of my drawing cards to find it to get you back down.
Yeah, it's getting scary. It's getting scary. Okay. All right.
All right. So we're on to questing.
Yep.
So we're going to use, in this case, Eowyn and the Woodland Courier, and we're also going to use Drain at the moment just to make more progress, because you can use Bard twice now.
Yep.
So we could use him to get rid of those orcs. So that puts me at 7.
What happened there?
I'm not sure.
All right. So of course I'll do my usual too. So do you want me to have him there to do a double attack, or do you want me to use him now and then exhaust to get him?
Well, we can't use him. We can't use him now to attack. So
no, I mean like when it comes time to fight. Like, I'm assuming the
And
fight
like
is
your
he's going
choice,
to... He could do 6 damage, or he could do
Yeah.
3 to the quest.
Well, it's like currently we don't have anything in the staging area, so it could be no enemies that come out, it could be locations, it could be treachery cards. So if you want, we could do more questing this round, and you could put in like both Bard and the Eagles if you want. And then you could always ready at Bard to have him
just in
attack
case.
something.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
just in case.
So that's 3 and 2, 5 more, so that I actually made it to 7. Hey! Okay.
Yeah.
So 14.
So we're doing 14.
Yeah.
14 to 0 right now. But we are revealing 3 cards.
Oh, because of it says reveal 1 additional card for, well, it says for the encounter. Oh, each quest phase. Okay, understand.
Each quest phase.
Yep.
Yeah. So first one. When revealed, each player raises their threat by 1 for each character he controls. Currently, we are not doing that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that is why we have the cancel a when revealed effect of a card that was just revealed, because we're not doing that. So that cost me 1.
Thank you.
So that does nothing.
And that'll go away.
That's a horrible card.
That will go away.
Yeah, so that goes away. So second one. Oh, Goblin Sniper. He's a horrible little thing to have.
During the encounter phase.
So during the encounter phase, players cannot optionally engage Goblin Sniper if there are other enemies in the staging area. So if there's anything else out here, we can't pull him to us.
Okay.
And if he's in the staging area at the end of the combat phase, each player deals 1 point of damage to a character he controls.
Ooh, that's sneaky. I like it though. I like it, but let's hope he's the only one. Let's see.
All right, and next one.
Yeah.
Delgador Beastmaster. So when it attacks, deal another shadow card.
But before we begin all that fun,
they each get.
Yeah.
Yep, they each get 1.
Okay.
So and that is 4 threat.
Yeah.
To our 14.
So 10. Oh.
So we get to read 10.
Nice.
And there's no locations, which is
fantastic.
So that's one reason that you want to quest fast in this stage, because if you had 3 locations, they start to pile up.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a nice amount of progress. So now, what do we want to do?
Yeah, I can ready what's his face to attack him for 3, reducing his defense to 0. If you take the Beastmaster, I can straight out kill a Goblin Sniper, like straight out with
I could, but I already have one, and I don't have another defender.
Oh my god.
This turn.
Oh my god, I forgot about that guy.
So,
I forgot about that guy.
In this case, so if you want, however, you could take the other Beastmaster.
Yeah, I'll take him.
And just defend again.
Yeah, I completely forgot that you had that. I thought we were clear across the board. Okay.
Not quite.
All right.
So, and it won't take. Nah, each player deals 1. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take the sniper this round just because don't have a way of killing it, and I'd rather not put 2 damage on something.
So question, and this is question. If I choose to defend, does my responsibility Spear of the Citadel impact every creature that is attacking me? Because I could take him and kill him.
You can't actually. You can only optionally engage 1 enemy around.
Oh, okay.
So you can't take the other one?
All right, I can't cheap it. All right.
No.
Okay.
So we kind of have to leave that sniper there for now.
Okay.
But we'll deal with him. He's not the worst thing ever. So.
Okay.
I mean, he's not great.
But exhaust or horse to ready attention throw. What? I guess, can you explain the Warhorse to me a little bit? After attached hero participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, exhaust Warhorse to ready attached hero. What would I use it for?
So it means instead of using Theoden to defend, you can use him to attack twice, basically. So the first attack, if you kill an enemy with him, then you get to use this to unexhaust him and use him again.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So we've done engagement, so now we're into combat.
Yep.
So I'm going to declare Aragond as the defender for this.
Yeah.
So I need to grab 2.
Yeah, he's just chewing at me.
You should declare Theoden as a defender because if it's undefended, the 3 attack will go straight to 1 hero.
Okay, so that'll do 1 damage to him. And yeah. I'll get 2 cards. I'm just worried that he'll die because of this.
I still have a cancel the shadow effect.
Yeah, so is the name of the game. So
he's still alright. Alright, so we will reveal my first shadow card. Attacking enemy gets +1, +3 if it were undefended.
So it's 4, so you're still okay.
I'm still fine, so I don't need to worry about that. So second one, attacking enemy gets +1 if the defending players.
You're under, so it's +1 damage.
So I'm.
You take 1 damage.
I'm gonna leave that alone just in case yours are worse. Okay. So that does 1 damage to him.
Okay.
All right, so on to yours.
Oh, mother of God! Here we go.
Nothing.
Attacking enemy gets +1. It's defended, so he's at 4. I block 2.
We will use that to keep Theoden.
Okay.
A little healthier, just in case.
So you're gonna cancel
if I lose Baragond, I actually have something else in this deck. So.
Okay. Well, we're not done yet. We're not. Well, I can kill this guy. Yeah. No, I can't. I can't kill him. But I can help you at least.
Yeah. So all right. So we resolved that. So now we can attack back.
Yeah. So I will exhaust this to ready him, and then I will actually range your guy.
So if we range my guy, we kill him.
Yep.
And then next round we can work on killing yours.
Yep.
So these all go over here. And then next turn we'll work on killing your guy because we made a lot of progress, so we're relatively good on questing.
But this stupid goblin takes a pot shot at us, doesn't it?
Yeah. So one character, it doesn't have to be a hero. It could be another character, takes 1 damage. So I'm gonna put mine on Eowyn.
The eagle will take 1. Got 4 health. Well, yeah, 4 health. Okay.
All right. So now we're into the refresh phase. So everything unexhausts.
Grab this. 6. What's happening? You having some fun?
Yep, I'm having fun.
But you have this highlighted. You have this highlighted, so it was spinning while you were clicking. Okay,
and
so increase by 1. Yeah.
All right. Now we're back to resources. So gain a resource.
Okay. And draw a card.
And draw a card.
I've got Grimbold. Combat action. Discard Grimbold to choose an enemy engaged with a player. That enemy cannot attack that player this phase. Ooh. Why do you make me choose? Why do you make me choose? You know I have
mine is actually the one.
What'd you get?
Yeah, Mine is the one that lets me shuffle my discard pile back into my deck.
Okay. They're making me choose. I gotta go with Grimbold. I'll shut. Yeah, I'll go with Grimbold. For 2, 3. Grimbold's coming out.
Alright.
Now it's a combat action. Wait, I discard him to choose an enemy engaged with the player. Okay. Alright. Okay, yep, I got it.
So combat action just means you can only do it in the combat phase.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
If he's already exhausted, can I still do that? Like, if I use him for questing, can I still use that combat action?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool.
It does not say that you have to exhaust it to use it. It says you discard it. So, yep, you can use them.
Awesome. Okay.
Alright, and I'm not playing anything.
Yep.
So, onward we go to questing, and we still don't have a location.
Alright, so first I will commit Balin, and I will commit Grimbold, which puts me at 4.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Alright, so we will commit. So what have we still have, what, 2 from this little guy?
I believe he's 2.
So, I'm just thinking, because again, I know what's coming. So I'm just gonna do Eowyn and the Woodland Courier this round
5.
for 5.
Okay. So 9 on 2. Okay.
So it's only 9 on 2, so currently we'd only be doing 7 progress, but we'll have cards come out.
Yeah, so let's see what happens.
So, alright, so first one.
Location, which is
Location,
1.
East Blight. When faced with the option to travel, we have to go here.
Okay. When revealed, deal 1
When
damage.
revealed, to each character controlled by each player with a threat of 35 or higher. Oh, that's what I was hoping was not going to come out.
Each character. What does that mean? Even allies?
Yep, every character.
Everybody takes a damage.
That's what I was worried about happening. And that kills Baragond, which is and my Woodland Courier.
Oh no!
So one of my heroes is now gone.
What does that mean?
Which now, well, it means I only have 2 heroes.
Okay, so threat doesn't go up because of it or anything.
No.
Okay.
So, and I don't technically have that resource anymore. So, and my questing goes down by 1 because I lost that little guy.
Okay.
So, alright, so that was that one. I do have a card in my deck which, if comes up, will help with that. So,
okay, so that's.
We'll see.
Well, that was the second one. Why are you drawing another? Oh, because of the stupid card.
We have to draw 3.
Search.
And Eastern Crows. After they're defeated, they go, but they do 1 damage, so they don't.
Oh, they're gonna die anyway. They
so
they're
gonna
die.
die.
Yeah. So they don't do anything.
So shuffle, but they still surge because they came out. So
they would take
another Goblin Sniper. All right.
So it's 5 on 8.
So we make 3 progress.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
How does this work?
So since they're both Goblin Snipers, we can pull them down to us.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Like, how's this play out? Okay.
All right. So when we travel, we have to go here.
Yeah.
So we're going there.
All right. And.
All right.
my question still stands for what's about to happen here, but let's talk about it. So if I take that goblin and I'm gonna fight, I defend, like I'm gonna get rid of this so this guy can't attack me, and I take that goblin. When I defend, I immediately kill that goblin, right?
Yes.
And killing that goblin lets me use the mount to fresh up.
No, because you're not attacking.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay, so I'll take a goblin.
So in this case, I'll also take one just to get them out because I can defend.
Yeah, and I will declare my defender. He's gonna. Well, we need to draw a card for him, right? Then get a card for you.
So technically, yeah. So that goes.
Does he
There,
get
you
the
still
2
have
before I
to.
shut him down?
Yep, he still gets 2 shadow cards.
Okay.
So
Okay.
1, 2,
Okay.
and 1.
Okay, so none of these cards matter because 1, my ability immediately kicks in, which kills this one straight out. And then
Kills him straight
2,
out.
I'm gonna discard Gimbal to choose an enemy engaged with me. That enemy cannot attack this phase, which will be that guy.
Yeah.
So,
Alright. So your defense is done.
Yep. Okay.
I will defend here with Edrain.
Yep.
And please don't have anything. Defending character does not count.
That sucks.
No. Uh-oh. That's so alright, this just went bad for me.
Oh no. Actually, uh,
so there's nothing we can do about that one.
Okay.
So goodbye, Drain. You just died.
Yeah, I didn't think that would happen, or else I would have been like, that archer can attack you, but okay.
Well, now I just really, this is gonna be great fun.
Okay.
So on to attacking.
Okay, so this thing has 1 shield, 3 health. I've got 3 attack here, definitely, because of that 1 eagle. So that would be 3, 2. Does the ability? So it says after attached character is declared as a defender, deal 1 defender to the attacking enemy. Both of them were the attacking enemy. So does that, before I shut it down? So does that mean the Beastmaster takes that damage?
You can only have 1 defender per enemy, so he can't defend against both at the same time, unless you.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this then. I'm going to kill both of them. So I will do this to do 6 to him to kill him, and then I will exhaust this to ready you to shoot your goblin. So your
Thank
goblin.
you.
So your goblin's dead.
Yes,
so everything's dead.
dead.
All right, cool. So both of these didn't have victories. Let's see what awfulness was.
I just have to.
There's a location. Oh, it was the hill troll.
Oh, that's nice. We don't have to deal with the other hill troll.
Okay. So all of these are
Oh,
going
okay,
into
good.
this.
I didn't. I was just checking that.
All right. Oh, that was awful. Is there any way to get a hero back in this game, or once they're gone forever?
There are cards that do that.
We just don't have any.
Well, I have another card in my deck that can act as a hero.
Okay. So you can at least, yeah. Okay.
So
All right.
I'm just quickly checking on something. To see if I keep my resources or not.
Oh, to see if they get lost
there.
when the hero dies. Yep. Do you keep them or?
No, they go away.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so I pass this. We're going to round 7. I'm going to raise your threat as well as mine. So your threat's been raised, mine as well. Getting tight. And then we get resources. Yep. Okay.
And we get to draw
a card.
Come on. Well, that's not the card I need to see right now, but it's still a good one for next turn.
Dunedain Ranger. After Dunedain Hunter enters play, search the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for a non-unique enemy and put it into play engage with you. If no enemy enters play by this effect, discard, shuffle the encounter deck. Why would I want this?
Because he's free.
But the cost is so great.
All right.
It's like I'll give you a parachute when you're falling. There's an anchor in it. That's exactly what this feels like. It's like, ooh, parachute. All right, so your turn. What you want to do?
Well, I don't have anything I'm going to play this turn. So next turn, though, if something specific doesn't come up, I'll probably be playing the Galadrim's Greeting on you to reduce your threat value.
Okay. Okay.
Because even if I'm eliminated, you still keep going.
Okay.
We only lose if both of us are out. So.
All right.
I won't be playing anything this turn.
All right. Well, the area's clear, so hopefully we can get to the 3rd soon. So let's do it.
All right. Are you playing anything?
You're for. Oh, you're.
Yeah, I'm not choosing to play any cards.
Yeah, it's about time this man makes an appearance.
It's about time for Bjorn to show up.
Bjorn's showing up. So Bjorn gains +5 until the end of the phase. At the end of the phase in which you trigger this effect, shuffle him back into your deck. So that means that he can do 8 damage. And he has 6 health, so he will be my defender. So, okay.
All right, so on to questing.
Yep.
So we're putting in Eowyn for 4.
Okay, I will do.
So we need 6 progress to get past this location.
Okay, so I'll do 2, 4, 6. Sorry,
so 7.
No, that's more than that. 7.
Yeah, so 7.
So we're at 11.
11 to nothing currently.
Nothing. Let's finish this.
All right.
All right. Deal 1 damage to each
Deal 1
exhausted
damage
character.
to each exhausted character.
No. I'm okay.
Oh.
Are you not okay?
Well, we just lost. Nope.
No.
This is not going well.
Did you lose her? Oh no.
Yep. Eowyn's gone.
Oh, no. Do we lose? We shouldn't lose this, right? Like I thought once it's committed, it's committed.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
Okay. So we lose yours. Okay. That's 1. Next one. 2. This has Surge, which is the crows, but it will take 1 damage, so it still goes back into the deck. And it still surges.
No, we do lose the questing power.
Okay. So we're down to 7. When revealed, reveal X additional cards from the encounter deck. X is the number of players in the game. Come on.
Well, there's only 1 player now, and that's you.
Still. Come on, really? Really? So am I losing characters because of this now? 1. I lost the Eagles. So 2 of those are gone.
Yeah.
So we're down from 7 to 5. Cannot believe we're losing this way. The Vassal Lord says discard from play. Does that mean go to discard pile or to the discard pile or from the game?
To the discard pile.
Okay. So we're down to 5. Well, if I reveal one more, I'm pretty much dead. So this is the second one. Okay, it's a location with 3.
So just a location.
All right, so it's 3, and they're at 5, so 2, which means 1 gets rid of this.
No.
Why not?
Because that needs 6.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the threat. Yep. So 2 goes there.
2 goes there.
Yep. Sorry, I was looking at the threat. Okay, that sucked.
Yeah, this didn't go well.
Wow, that went poorly quick. Okay, so what now?
Well, there's no enemies, so we can't travel anymore. No enemies, so we skip basically right to refresh phase.
Okay. All right, I get
So,
this. This goes to round 8. This goes up by 1. I draw a card.
So, gain resources and draw a card.
Gain resources. I'm about to lose Legolas, unless I boost him. Yeah, because Beorn's gonna be our guy, so I'm gonna play this on him to give him 4 health, which costs 4. Okay.
Alright, so on to questing. There's 3 in there.
That is 5.
So you might want to put everything you can towards it at this point because you need to make it through.
Yeah, so I'll do that to get 3 more. That's 8. I want to keep him just in case I need to.
Yeah.
So it's 8.
So you're just revealing 2 cards now because I'm not here anymore.
Yeah.
So first one.
And it dies.
Crows. Crows die, but we still get a
Surge
card.
is stupid. All right. Force. If Warg is dealt a shadow card with no effect, return Warg to the staging area after it attacks. Okay, so we're at 5.
And deal 1 damage to each character controlled by a player, which is
boom, boom, boom. He dies, and I lose 2.
Alright, and we're at 5.
So hey, I got 1.
We got 1.
I got 1. That's what I got.
Yeah.
All
right.
Well, I have to take him on. I have no choice. Okay, so he'll come in. I will defend with Baragond. For 3, he will get a shadow card.
All right, flip it over.
If Warg is dealt a shadow card with no effect, return Wargs to the staging area after it attacks. So it attacks for 3, I defend for 3. It's blocked. And then it goes back to staging. But it goes
back.
Okay.
Before you get a chance to attack it.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't take any damage. Okay.
All right, onward.
God, this is terrible. Okay. I got a Horn of Gondor. Attached to hero restricted. After a character is destroyed, add 1 resource to the attached hero's pool. Actually, I'm gonna spend these 2, put out this. They are gonna come out now. You're gonna be defender while this guy goes all ham on people. I don't know what to do at this point.
You need to quest to
5.
get past stuff.
Yeah, it's 5. I can do 6 by these 2. I would lose.
I think you need to toss in Bjorn at the same time. You need to toss in everything you got.
Okay, so that's 7. And I'll pull out that stupid card that's gonna kill me, aren't I? Let's see.
Alright.
After Misty Mountain Goblins attacks, remove 1 quest. So after it attacks, okay.
Oh. And these guys should have.
Yeah, both of them will have
one on them.
Well, he
no,
won't.
because
He won't.
Talon's not here, but that one will.
Okay, so that's 1.
So 1. And the stupid crows, which now stay here.
Why would they? Oh, because
they stay.
They stay because he's dead. Surge.
And
Each enemy and each location currently in the stage area gets +1 until the end of the phase if there are no cards in the stage draft. So basically,
it's gonna be over fast. 4, 7, 10, 12.
12 on my 7.
So, yeah, this is gonna be over fast now.
So what's that?
So
5?
Yeah, you lost by 5, so your threat goes up by 5.
Awesome. Awesome.
So that goes away. So you can choose one of these guys to deal with.
Will the other one come in no matter what? Like if I choose one, or is it?
None of them are coming to you automatically.
All right. I think this is pretty much a done deal. So let me pull this guy.
And at this point, it most likely is.
Yeah. So I'll pull that guy. Wow. This went bad fast. Okay. So.
Yeah.
I will defend with
if you hit a bad.
Remove 1 progress token from the current quest.
So 2 progress. 2.
Yeah, 2 progress tokens coming off. It attacks for 2. I defend for 4. I will ready Legolas by exhausting this, and then I will kill it. Yes. Oh wait, I can't.
Nope.
I can't.
You only do 3.
I only do.
So you only do 2 damage.
2 damage to it. Yep. And that card goes away. Next round. Yay! I gain a resource. I draw a card. Resistance is futile. So I will doop to throw this up here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
All right.
Well, you know,
toss everyone into questing.
Everyone I can, which is just those 2. Those 3, sorry. So that is 6, 7. That's 7.
7 to the 6.
7 to 6. Oh, cool. We were doing so well.
At this point, we were doing well, and then it just went bad all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It can.
Well, this will be its search card. Yeah, that'll be its search card.
Yeah.
And then
the
next awful thing. The next awful thing. Oh, there it is. All right, so
it's very over.
That's pretty much it. That's a wrap. So I hit 50, more than 50.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I loved it though. But that was crazy. We were so close. We were close,
and then it just went bad.
What happens next? I'm so curious.
So, if you go to the next one, just to take a look, so the ongoing harassment from your enemies has forced your raft to the shore, and you must now confront their ambush head-on. If you survive this attack, the path to the Golden Wood should be open before you.
Okay.
Revealed. Reveal 2 encounter cards per player and add them to the staging area. Skip the staging step of the quest for the remainder of the game. Once there's no enemies in play, we've won.
Okay, so basically at this point, whatever's out is out, and our job is to clear it. Okay.
Yeah, basically enemies that are still here you'd have to clear, and then you're done.
That's not bad.
As soon as you clear enemies, you win.
Yeah, that's not bad. If we could have,
it's not bad.
If we could have gotten past the Anduin Passage, then it's just kind of mop-up work.
Yeah.
Man, we were so close.
We were doing good till that round of really bad shadow cards.
Yeah, but that happens. And the encounter deck went blank at that point, too.
Yeah.
What happens when the encounter deck
Yeah.
goes blank? Do you just reshuffle it?
So you only reshuffle the encounter deck in the quest stage. So since if it went blank now, any enemies that you pull down would have no shadow cards.
Okay.
And you only reshuffle it if you need to draw from this deck, I think, in the quest phase.
Okay, okay.
So next quest phase, you would technically reshuffle it.
Yeah, so it
But
would have to be for like this card, and this one, basically. Okay.
yeah. So, but one thing I'm curious about, because the one card I was hoping would come up sooner. How far down were you? Oh, okay, you were quite a ways down. But I have this card in my deck specifically for the purpose on if stuff like this happens.
While there is a hero card in your discard pile, Prince loses the ally card type and gains the hero. Oh, so he just steps up. Okay, and then he would have been able to.
Yes.
He would have been able to help. Gotcha.
Oh, and here was my little healer who I was also hoping to find but never came up.
Exhaust Warden to heal 1 damage on up to 2 different characters. Then you may pay 2. This is to ready him. That is pretty cool. It was it was
Yeah.
until I think, like you said, when the treacheries came out, that's what did us in. If it wasn't for
Yeah.
those treacheries, I think we would have been styling.
Yeah, just a round of bad treachery
Yeah.
cards.
So it
And
is.
that can
But that was fun. I think that was a lot of fun. I enjoy this game. Like I said, it has a lot of there's nuance because, like I had to ask you a couple questions about how does this work, how does that work, but it still plays intelligently. So I thought it was fun. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, even when you lose, it's still fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
we had a good time and then just the mounting horror as it all went wrong.
Oh man. Oh goodness. So hopefully you all thought this was cool and you enjoyed it. I think this is fun. I think this game really shines with more players. I mean, you could play it solo and play off against each other as you do the strategy, but just like any other Fantasy Flight games, if you have like what do you think, 2 to 3 players is where it's where it really fits?
Yeah, I'm like Lord of the Rings shines with more players because you have more decks, more interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes when I've not played this solo, it's almost always been 4-player.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stuff that you can do. I mean, you go through the encounter deck a lot faster,
Okay.
have more players, but like you can do so many more things. Like you saw me putting a card onto an
Yeah.
attachment onto one of your heroes. Like you
Yeah.
can do a bunch of stuff, and because there's at this point there's so many cards in the game, you can do a lot of there's a whole lot of different types of decks you can
Mm.
make.
Yeah.
So it's fun to see the different interactions you can do with some of them.
Yeah, and Cynthia's right. It says, and not even any dice to roll.
Yes, there are no dice. There's just the deck of horribleness.
Yeah. So in terms of for me, if I'm ranking if I'm ranking this, I think the most brutal is Arkham Horror because the Chaos Bag is just cruel. This one at least you can mitigate some of that stuff, but the Chaos Bag is just hard.
The chaos bag is cruel, but again, you can work around the chaos bag. There's always ways to work
Eh.
around stuff. You also just have some horrible luck with the chaos bag.
That's true. That's true. I think I've had more luck in this game than I had in Arkham Horror.
Yeah, I'll admit our first game we had went. That's the best I've ever seen that first game go ever.
Which is good, but I like this. I think what we'll do is if Kate's up for it, and also Patreons, if any one of you want to join in, we can. I'll say like we can just kind of play the next one. What's the next quest? What's the next mission called? Escape from Delgador.
Okay. I would not advise we play the Escape from Delgador.
Oh God.
That that is to this day still considered one of the hardest quests in the entire game.
Okay, so do you want us to go straight to the hunt for Golem?
Yeah, we could go straight to one of the others. We could play the Escape from Delgador on easy as well if you wanted to try it. But that is definitely not. That is a quest that has legitimately made people quit this game and never pick it up
Wow.
again.
Wow. Okay. Okay. We'll go to the hunt for Golem then. So what I'll
Yeah,
say
it's like
is,
when people
okay.
when people say that they're not kidding, that that is one of the hardest quests ever in the entire card pool that exists to date.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared now.
It's
I'm
it was
challenged.
especially
I'm challenged, but I'm scared.
it,
I want to get used to my deck more before I face it then.
yeah, it's like it's not as bad nowadays because there's a larger card pool to deal with it, but in the very early days, it was pretty much your chances of winning against that with just the core box were about null.
Yikes. Okay. All right. So then, how about this then? If Patreons, if you're interested in playing along, let us know. We can coordinate a time, and we'll do the hunt for Golem. I mean, we've got space for 2 more people. If one person comes, we could do 3. If 2 people are there, we'll do 4, and we'll just run through it, and we'll do the hunt for Golem and see how it goes. So if you're interested, put it in the Discord and check it out. So I'll be opening up. I'll be this was a private one for the Patreons because I love you so much, and I we'll do this again, but I'll release this out to more of the masses after. But for live, we'll do this again. And if patrons are like, just open it up to everybody, for to watch play if they're cool with it. I'm okay either way. So they'll let me know and we'll make it work. But yeah, Eric, no problem, no problem. And if you, like I said, if anybody wants to pop in and play with us, that is perfectly fine. These decks are pretty solid. I like this one. I like this tactics deck a lot.
And yes, I do have other decks already made. People could choose one of those. You could make one yourself, find one on the
Yep.
website RingsDB that they want to. Or if anybody likes, I could build another deck around a theme that you prefer. Because we could currently the ones we're using are using the entire card pool that I own at the moment, but we could build with any set of cards.
Yeah.
So
And you say that with excitement in your voice. I could build you a deck.
yes, as Canje, everybody who knows me knows I like deck building.
So, but that's all we got. So let's head back up. Okay, so that was Lord of the Rings Living Card Game. That was the second scenario. We played the first one already, so I've played that. We lost the second, and I'm gonna hold off on Escape from Delgador, but I'm gonna go for the Hunt for Golem. I want to try out and play the story, right? It's a lot of fun, and the cool thing about it is people can pop in and out. If you don't have to say, well, if I play, I gotta stay committed. You don't. If you can make it and you're interested, perfect. If not, okay, well, we'll play and we'll have some fun, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll just this I enjoy this game. I think this game's a lot of fun. But thank you so much. Thank you, Patreons. You are amazing. I appreciate you so much. More fun games to come. And YouTube subscribers, as you're watching this, thank you so much for subscribing as well. I appreciate you. Uh, Everything's good. I want y'all to get out and enjoy your weekend, or what's left of your weekend for people who are. It's nighttime already. So, thank you, Kate, so much for building the decks, for getting up. Kate's got up ridiculously early to play, so I appreciate you doing that very much, and thank you so much. So.
Oh, you're welcome. I had a great time.
So thanks everyone. We will see you all, and insert comment or slogan here, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.